Okay, the clock is ticking. That ICSE maths exam is right around the corner, and you've only got a 4-day gap. I know, it feels like a mountain to climb. But what if I told you there's a proven step-by-step game plan to not just get through these 4 days, but to actually dominate that paper? Well, we're going to break it all down right here, right now. So let's just get it out there. This is the question you're probably asking yourself, right? Is it even possible to feel ready for the entire syllabus in just 4 days? The pressure is intense, for sure, but the answer is a huge, resounding yes. You just need the right playbook. And that's exactly what we're about to go through. And look, this isn't just some random theory we pulled out of thin air. We're about to walk you through a plan that was created, tested, and proven by someone who is in your exact shoes just last year. And he absolutely crushed it. This is a topper's playbook. And this was the result. 95 out of 100. So you see, this plan isn't about scraping by or just passing. It's a strategy that's built for excellence. Well, it wasn't about studying 24/7 or burning himself out. It was all about studying smarter, not harder. Let's dig into the golden rule of his whole prep strategy. You know, the biggest mistake, the biggest trap students fall into in these last few days is trying to do everything at once. They pull out every textbook, every notebook, every reference guide, and try to relearn the entire syllabus from scratch. And that, well, that's just a recipe for total burnout and confusion. Exactly. Instead of focusing on the sheer quantity of stuff you study, this strategy is all about precision. It's about finding the things that have the highest impact, the things that show up again and again, and absolutely mastering them. So, what does truly matter? Here it is. It's actually super simple. For the next 4 days, your entire world is one book, M.L. Agarwal. And within that book, you have two simple missions. First, you master the solved examples. And second, you master the previous year questions, or PYQs. Everything else, just forget it exists. Seriously. No extra modules, no other fancy reference books. Just pure, targeted, focused practice. Okay, let's get to the main event, the centerpiece of the whole strategy. This is the actionable, day-by-day schedule that takes that giant mountain of a syllabus and breaks it down into small, manageable chunks you can actually conquer. Let's break this down. Day 1, you're going to hit commercial mathematics and linear inequalities. Why? Because these are high-scoring chapters that build your confidence right from the get-go. Day 2, you move on to some slightly tougher, more conceptual chapters like trig and matrices. Day 3 is all about the formula-based topics, which are usually easier to revise quickly. And then Day 4. This day is absolutely crucial. This is for consolidation and, most importantly, simulating the real exam with at least 2 full practice papers. And when we say revise a chapter, what does that actually mean? It doesn't mean you sit there and reread every single page. No way. It means you sit down with a pen and paper and you solve 10 to 15 relevant previous year questions from that chapter. That's it. That's all it takes to really get a feel for the patterns the board asks. The key here is to do, not just to read. But hey, what if you're not a fan of a fixed daily schedule? That's totally fine. You can also structure your 4 days based on how difficult you find the chapters. Let's take a look at that approach. So you can see them broken down here. You could spend day 1 just absolutely crushing all the easy chapters to build some serious momentum, get those points in the bag. Or you could flip it. Maybe you want to tackle the hard but high-scoring chapters first, while your mind is fresh and you've got the most energy. This is all about tailoring the plan to fit your style. The choice is yours. Okay, you've got the strategy, you've got 2 different ways to schedule it, but even the best plan in the world is useless without solid execution. So now, let's talk about the final tips from our topper to make sure you secure every single mark. Seriously, think about it for a second. It's usually not from some super complex concept you didn't know at all. The marks that hurt the most, the ones you lose, often come from something much, much simpler, something we all tend to overlook when we're under pressure. This is the perfect example. Even Aryavir, who scored a 95, admitted he slipped up. He knew exactly how to solve the trigonometry problem, he knew all the formulas, but in the heat of the moment, he misread one single value from the question paper. A tiny, tiny mistake with a pretty big consequence. 2 marks. Poof! Gone in an instant. Not because he didn't know the material, but because of one tiny little error. This is exactly why those final few minutes you spend just reviewing your paper are absolute gold. They can literally be the difference. So here it is, your final checklist. Number 1, trust the plan. Stick to ML Agrawal and the PYQs, and just tune out all the other noise. 2. You have to master the clock. Solving at least 2 full practice papers is non-negotiable for nailing your timing. 3. Be meticulous. Double-check every single calculation. And finally, just breathe. Stay calm. You've prepared for this. The anxiety, the feeling of being overwhelmed, that can all go away now. You have a clear, proven playbook from someone who has already won this game. The path is laid out right in front of you. The only question left is, are you ready to walk it? Go get it. You've got